Hello everybody, and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be talking about and reviewing Fallout 76 and what I think about it and the overall state of the game. So let's dive right into it. So the first thing I've noticed whenever I played Fallout 76 was there was no humans, no human NPCs, just robots that serve basic functions and computer terminals, which to me struck odd. I thought maybe later in the game I would just find NPCs or something along those lines. But as I played the game for hours over hours, I realized very quickly that the game does not have any NPCs that are interactable besides from the robots, and the entire story is based off of holotapes, terminals, and notes, essentially. Which, in my opinion, as somebody who has been a huge fan of Bethesda's Fallout and Elder Scrolls series, I found that to be so underwhelming and so disappointing as a player to go into a role-playing world such as Fallout and not having any interaction with people to connect you to the story, to give life to things. It just seemed like a very dull run around from this place to that place and read things situation that the entire game just seemed to repeat itself undoing. I'm sure you're probably thinking, well, yes, Bethesda said this, that they were going to not have NPCs or limit the NPCs, and that they were going to focus on it being an online community. Well, the problem with that was, over all the hours I was playing the game, I had very, very few interactions with a person, and when I did, they were just doing their own thing, and I was doing my own thing, and I was maybe having to wait for them to do their thing so I could do my thing, and aside from that, we had no interactions. There was nothing about the experience of finding another player that was special or exciting for me playing the game. And then of course you're probably thinking, well, you're supposed to just play with friends and do quests and build bases. I did try to build a base. The game is either bugged or this was intentional, but I built a base on a workbench that I contested and got, and I built a huge base in this workbench, and when I logged off and came online, it was gone. And according to what I had read online, people said, oh, packs it up in the bench, packs it up in your camp, you just gotta go and replace it. I found no evidence of that building existing again. My entire base was just gone. All the hours of work, all that material, just gone within the second I decided to log off from the game. Which to me just defeats the whole purpose of wanting to even build a base or camp or whatever you were going to do. Which makes me wonder, why would I do this with friends if it's just going to go away? It's just going to be a waste of everybody's time. Which brings me to my next step. The PvP in the game is very disappointing, considering that you go and try to PvP somebody. If they don't shoot back, they take reduced damage. If they do shoot back, they take normal damage, and that's fine, that's nice and all. The PvP, actually getting to fight and try to shoot somebody back, is very fun. The problem becomes how when you kill somebody, you get nothing for it. I killed several people before. I did not get anything for it. I did not get loot bags. I did not get anything for killing this person other than I just wasted my bullets. And I didn't see, unless I was missing something. Maybe I was missing something in the whole process that allowed it to where I didn't get loot or a reward for it. I'm not sure. But from what I had experienced from the several times I killed people, I got nothing for it. I tried playing the hunter game and ended up winning the hunting game and got nothing for hunting the other players other than some XP. And overall, the game just felt very underwhelming. So the next aspect you're probably thinking is, well, Fallout's really fun for exploring around and, fighting AIs. Which it is. But the fact is that there is nothing unique in this world that I was able to find that made me feel like, oh wow, this was worth exploring. I might spend an hour exploring a hospital, and the best thing I find is a stim pack. That isn't very exciting. Like, the fun of Fallout was always exploring a place that you've never been before in this dungeon and essentially finding something unique to the game, like the Fat Man or the freeze weapons or the alien blaster, things like that. And those just don't exist in this game as far as I've played, and it's very underwhelming, disappointing as the game goes as well. Doesn't seem like there's very much armor variety either. Weapon variety, I didn't see very many things other than pipe, pistols, shotguns, and different things of that sort. The monsters, the Scorched, I am not too much of a fan of. The fact that you don't have raiders anymore, which was one of the more fun parts of Fallout, was having a raider attack you, raider group, seems to be very off for the series. It doesn't match up to what I've experienced in the past, and I'm sure many others feel the same way as about that. Just overall, not having people and not having some of the familiar monsters and enemies is just odd. It mentioned in the story somewhere along about the Brotherhood. I never met any of the Brotherhood people playing yet, so for all I know, they don't exist in the game either because they didn't want AIs apparently. There are a few new monsters which were pretty cool, like the big buff rock monster that throws mud. But other than that, overall, Fallout 76 is just an empty game, or an empty map with a bunch of computers, a bunch of notes, and a bunch of holotapes, and you're playing it basically just to run back and forth and collect them all. And there's, as far as I can tell, no other reason to play it. So in my opinion, Fallout 76 is not a very good game. I appreciate you all for stopping by the video. I hope you all enjoyed the video and my review. I hope you take it seriously as somebody who's played this genre for years. Just buy it at your own caution and warning, if at all. And that's all I have to say about Fallout 76. Thank you guys for stopping by.